Hello, my name is SarahEllen and I'm a family place librarian with Pikes Peak Library District. I'm here with my 4-month-old to share some of the basics of tummy time for babies. We're going to talk about why it's important and share some best practice approaches as well. This is the first in a series of tummy time videos, so be sure to check out the others too. Now, we all hear that spending time on their tummies is important for babies, especially because they spend so much time on their backs when they sleep. But during tummy time, babies will push up, they'll lift their heads, they'll eventually even kick. And all of these things help strengthen various muscle systems, including their necks, their shoulders, their backs, their arms and legs, so much strengthening. This builds their endurance and fosters development of many skills, motor skills, balance, coordination, and more. It also builds their sensory skills as they practice looking up and down and from side to side. These are motions that they're going to use later on in school when they are looking up and down from like a whiteboard to their school desk, right? So when do you start tummy time? Well, we can start tummy time even in the newborn stage with the practice of kangaroo care. You know how mother kangaroos keep their joeys right against them in their chest in a pouch? Well, newborn babies love to snuggle against you on your chest, skin to skin. This little one is no longer newborn, but what we would do is lean back and place them on our chest. And baby likes to push up and look at you. And this is really great for building skills, isn't it? Not only will your newborn learn and build the great motor and muscle memory skills, working on their neck and their arms and all of that, but they also just enjoy a bonding time with you because they're right there with you and your heart rate helps regulate their heart rate, your temperature helps regulate their temperature, and they really enjoy that closeness with you. Now, as your baby gets older, you can gradually move tummy time to other surfaces. They can lay on your knees. Let's show them on our knees, okay? And this is really great for burping. If your baby's gassy, this is another burping position that you can use. I know. They can also lay in, oh, you really like that toy, huh? They can lay on your arms. And again, with a newborn baby, you're always gonna wanna protect and cradle their head. So this is really good. You can do this tummy time position as you're moving baby from one side of the room to the other or from one room in the house to another. And it's just a nice way to get some extra tummy time in. There you go. Eventually, you're gonna wanna move your baby to doing tummy time on a flat surface. Yes, that's right. And you can do that on a softer surface like the couch to start, which is really great because when they're up on the couch, you can sit on the floor so that you can be eye level with baby. And they love being able to look at you. It's really encouraging for them to see your face during tummy time. And of course, if they are on a couch, you do want to be actively supervising them the whole time. And then you want to be able to get them on the floor for tummy time. Now, when you have baby on the floor, I like to put down a soft mat or blanket, basically something that helps pad the floor a little bit, but also provides a clean surface for them to play on. Especially if you have pets, it's nice to have a clean surface for baby. One other thing that you can do with your baby when they're on their tummy, and especially with new young babies, newborns, is either roll up a blanket or a towel or get a really thin, narrow pillow and you can prop it underneath their chest and their arms. And that helps distribute their weight a little bit easier for them so that it's just not quite as hard for them to work on lifting their head. So that's another thing that you can do with their positions. Just make sure that you're, again, watching them so that they're not sliding down and that you reposition them as needed. So how long should you do tummy time for? Well, I've seen recommendations ranging anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour and a half total a day by the time baby is 3 months old. Now, I know that that can seem like a lot, but you don't have to do it all at once. Babies become more comfortable being on their tummies through frequent practice that increases bit by bit. So you can start with just short 1 to 3 minute sessions a few times a day, and then gradually increase both the frequency and then the length so that your baby is on their tummy 5 to 6 or more times a day for 10 to 15 minutes at a time. And they don't all have to be the same length. You could, as I mentioned before, do that stomach carry from one room to another. You could roll them over onto their tummy right after a diaper change for just a minute or two, and then put them down for a longer period of time later. In fact, I find the easiest way to incorporate tummy time consistently is to build it into a routine. Our little one still takes naps multiple times a day, so we do tummy time before each nap and before bed. One thing you want to avoid is doing tummy time immediately after baby eats, since the pressure on their stomach might cause them to spit up. Though, of course, if your baby is having some gassy issues, then it could help with gassiness. So, what do we do during tummy time, huh? Well, you are your baby's favorite toy. Babies love it if you get down on their level during tummy time. That's right. And encourage them, make faces at them, play and read together. You can also put out toys and books that will capture baby's attention and that you can talk about and interact with. So black and white items, like these cards, you see that, are really great for newborns because it's easier for their eyes to distinguish between the high contrasted colors. And I like being able to show, look, we have Liam and Liam. If you happen to have a picture and a toy that matches along with that picture, it's great to show them together because it helps your baby start to understand the idea that what is depicted in a picture is from real life. Lammy. Other things that are really great for newborns and older babies too are unbreakable mirrors. Babies love looking at baby faces, especially their own. Now, as they get older, babies will love interacting with toys that engage a variety of their senses. So we have a nice colorful ring here, and we've got something that has lots of noises. This one crinkles, it rattles, and it's got all sorts of different sounds. So baby can see the different colors and hear the different sounds. And also there's different textures for them to explore with either their hands or their mouths, because babies, of course, learn a lot by mouthing things. When your baby is on tummy time, one thing that you can do is place toys in an arc around them to encourage them to look around from side to side. You can also move your face in front of baby from side to side, or you can move a toy. And this helps baby develop both their turning of their head and also their eye tracking movements. So these are really great things that you can do. When your baby is old enough and starts to reach out for toys, you can start encouraging mobility even more by putting them just out of reach so they have to really stretch for them. You'll always want to supervise your baby during tummy time. If they start getting fussy, you can work to distract them. So show them a different toy, sing a rhyme, or play some music. You can do some tickles or wiggles, or even massage various parts of their bodies. I distracted this little one out of a fussy period the other day just by snapping my fingers along with a song that we were already listening to. And that was great because it allowed us to have a little bit more time on the tummy that day. Basically, try to keep your baby on their tummy for as long as they'll tolerate it, and maybe just a little bit longer. You'll know it's time to pick them up when they get so fussy you can't distract or soothe them, or if they're showing signs of sleepiness. We want babies to sleep on their backs, so we don't want them to fall asleep during tummy time. And it's okay if you have to pick up your baby before your maybe goal that you had in mind for how long you wanted to do tummy time at that point, because you'll be able to try again later. Well, thank you so much for watching our introduction to tummy time for babies from Pikes Peak Library District. Be sure to check out our other videos on tummy time as well. Thanks so much. Have a good day.